What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with a brand new episode of the Madden 24 St. Louis Sentinels Franchise. That is right, welcome back. Crunch time is upon us here in Sentinels Franchise. We have 3 weeks left in the regular season, currently at 500. 7-7 is our record, last place right now in the NFC East. Currently on the outside looking in of the playoff picture as well. We were there for a moment in the bye week, but we have since lost a couple games, and now we find ourselves in need of some help. So the Dallas Cowboys, our NFC East rival, currently has the #1 seed. Surprise, surprise, it's Madden 24. The Cowboys have been dominant for years in this game. 49ers, 2 seed, so potential NFC playoff matchup, NFC conference championship in real life maybe. The Carolina Panthers sit at the 3 seed. They just beat us last week in a heartbreaker, and shout out to my dumb self for dropping the ball on the overtime rules. If you didn't watch that episode, spoiler alert, we lost in overtime. It was a good game though. So that has the Panthers now up to the 3 seed. The Chicago Bears, who we did beat earlier in the season, are 4, Eagles at 5, and Giants 6. So the NFC East, besides us right now, all in the playoffs, and we play the Giants today. Might I add, huge game. They beat us once already in the season. We're going to be looking for revenge. And then the Packers currently have the 7th seed. So we need to take a look and see our easiest route to the playoffs right now is to jump the Giants or jump the Packers. So the Packers, I'm assuming, must be same record as us. Yeah, so the Packers are 7-7. So they are currently the 7th seed. There's a couple other teams ahead of us too. So again, we're going to need some help from these other teams here, but the easiest path to the playoffs right now is just to win out and hope that some of these other teams don't. If you're wondering why I haven't been looking too much at contract extensions so far in this season, it's because our cap room right now sits at $7.5 million. I'm hoping that after the Super Bowl, when the new books roll over and the new money gets figured out, that number should be a little bit higher. And then after the Super Bowl, we can kind of look to possibly extend some of these players. Now, we got some pretty big names on the docket here. Diamador Lenore, probably no, because he hasn't really had too much impact, although he is young, star development with a pretty high overall. So depending on what our money looks like, he may be a maybe. Brandon Scherff's going to have to be a no. He is obviously a great offensive lineman, but he's starting to get old. He's going to regress. He's only looking for 1-year deals. They're going to be expensive, and I just don't think that we're going to be able to afford him. Sam Cosmi, though, different story. He's definitely going to be a yes, assuming that our money is good. He's young. I know he's only normal development, but we need some young pieces, depth pieces on the offensive line. And Sam actually starts for us right now anyways. Benjamin St-Juste will be a surprising yes, if only for the fact that he is a beast on special teams. This guy has a couple block kicks. He had a big forced fumble, or either a forced fumble or a fumble recovery last week. So he definitely does his thing on special teams. And then Dudley Saxton will probably be a yes as well. The rest of these players, you know, Khalil Mack, kind of same situation as Brandon Scherff. He's only going to regress. He's going to be expensive. Don't think we'll be able to afford him. And then the rest of the guys, kind of whatever, but some good pieces here that we will probably look to extend. We'll definitely accept Jahan Dotson's 5th-year option. But that's kind of what our contract situations are looking like, and hopefully after the Super Bowl we'll have a little bit more money to work with. Wow, I did not realize the Giants were this good offensively. They're the #1 team in terms of rush yards, the #2 team in terms of points per game, and the #3 team in average total yards. So Daniel Jones and Brian Daboll must have the guys working pretty hard over there. We're going to start off defending the short pass against Daniel Jones, who really had a good game the last time we met. And defensively, so they're good running the ball offensively, and they're good at stopping the rush as well. And Brian Robinson, I feel like the last time we played these guys, he really couldn't get anything going. Obviously, Dexter Lawrence is going to be here, and I think that we'll start helping him out. We'll do run inside, or maybe, you know what? I'm going to switch it up. We're going to go run outside. I always go run inside. Running outside is hard to do, I feel like, in this game. That's just my own personal opinion, and any help that he can get, maybe, you know, trying to run it up the gut with Dexter Lawrence and some of those guys may be a little bit tough. So maybe we could get the edge outside. and that will help. We're going to just try to allow 24 or less points, and I think we're going to need a big game offensively, so 400 plus total yards is going to be the way that we're going to go. Look at Emmanuel Forbes leading the league in interceptions with 9. Still league leader. He has had an amazing season, and I feel like today against the Giants, he may need to crack double digits if we hope to win, because if Daniel Jones sits back there in the pocket, just picks us apart, has a clean game, I don't think that's going to bode well for us. And also remember, too, we are down one of our biggest weapons. Rookie Bart Burns going to be out 3 more weeks with that abdominal tear that he suffered last week. So J.J. Ford going to need to look elsewhere than the big tight end out of Texas A&M, Texas Tech. I think it's A&M. The big tight end out of A&M. We're going to need to find another weapon here today. So if you guys are fired up for some more St. Louis Sentinels content and you want to see us make a late season playoff push to get into the playoffs, please like the video. Consider subscribing if you are not subscribed. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much. I am trying to reach 750 subs here. And if you like Madden content, subscribe. I drop it all the time. You'll never be without Madden content at your fingertips. So without further ado, guys, let's get down to St. Louis Sentinel Field. We're at home for this one, and get ready for the game. All right, here we go, guys. Big divisional matchup against our rival New York Giants. Really need to win this one again. If we lose, I'm not saying that we're 100% out of the playoffs, but I would not have that warm, fuzzy feeling, which I already don't have that now. Let's be honest. But here's J.J. Ford leading the league still in passing yards, but got to cut down on those picks, man. 32 touchdowns is also awesome as well. But the picks, I feel like, is probably what's going to end up doing us in. So we really need to get a little bit better at that. We're going to start out here in the shotgun. Terry's getting pressed, but I like him on the drag. So we're going to keep him, and Terry is open on that said drag. And he is going to pick up 7 yards to start this one out. Taking a look at Terry's week last week, I mean, middle of the pack, you know, as far as McLaurin goes. It wasn't very McLaurin-esque, but it was workmanlike. I'll say that. And but not having Bart Burns, man, that one is really tough. So 2nd and 3, we're coming out single back shotgun. Gonna have some crossers developing down the field. I think that's George. Nearly intercepted there on that one by Taylor Rapp, the safety. And that's gonna bring up a big 3rd down already. So 3rd and 3, I like what the coach is suggesting. Mesh spot out of the gun. I don't feel confident running the ball against this Giants front 7 here. So I think that the passing game is probably going to be what has to get it done today. Let's see if we can pick it up. Who is going to get open? I see one of our tight ends, Logan Thomas, and he is able to haul that one in. Logan Thomas stepped up huge last week when Bart Burns went out, and it's looking like his big role is continuing. Lots of bodies there on the right side. So how about we run it to the left here? To the left, to the left. Can we get some good blockers to the left? Brian needs a big game today, and we do. McLaurin held his block beautifully. The wide receiver there making a key block on the outside to spring Robinson free for the big gain. And that is what you like to see from your RB number 1. Try it again here. Another outside run to Brian Robinson. We're sending McLaurin in motion. Got to make sure we snap this ball. And the blocks are holding again beautifully. Can Brian juke somebody? We know he's not really known for that. And Harvey O'Neal, the Giants' 1st round pick, 6th overall pick in the draft. The defensive end out of Florida. He gave us fits last week. He exits the game and goes to the bench. I remember calling his name so much last week, or not last week, last time we played the Giants, and it was so annoying, and maybe we won't have to deal with him in this game here. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I see our tight end so open. Logan Thomas had to make a nice adjustment to come back to the ball, but that's already Thomas's 2nd catch in this one, and now we are very close to getting the ball in the green zone. And you see here what the coach is suggesting. TE attack. You guys know how I feel about that play, and I have no problem calling it at all. So let's see, maybe touchdown for Thomas, 27-yarder, roll out to the left. Let's see what we can make happen. We got pressure, just got to dump it off. I think that was Kayvon Thibodeau on that side, and now Dexter Lawrence goes down to the ground. So injuries starting early here for the New York Football Giants. 2nd and 10 here. We're going to come out a little slip screen to Dudley. Got to make sure this ball gets off in time. Dudley catches it awkwardly, but a gain of 7 still results, which I am perfectly okay with. And I actually don't hate the draw here. I know the only thing that kind of worries me is we did make running it outside our focus. So the inside blocks are going to be a little bit weaker, but hopefully Brian can still pick this up, and I think he will with ease. Brian running good, and now he is injured. What are the freaking injury sliders set up to 100 to start this one? I mean, gold, darn it. It's not what you like to see, really. I mean, I don't like to see it for the Giants. I don't mind, right? Players like Dexter Lawrence going out, but want to make sure it is a competitive game nonetheless. So here's Dudley Saxton, free running to the end zone. Blocks held up great on the left side. And it looks like making our focus running it outside is already paying dividends in this one, as our young running back Dudley Saxton is able to get it going. The rookie out of Florida, his teammate Harvey O'Neal, both out of Florida, he got injured on that drive. And also Brian Robinson also had a great drive as well. So if that's a sign of things to come, yippee-ki-yay, I am so down for it. We're going to go up 7-0 to start this one off, and Brian will not come back. That is a very unfortunate series of events that just occurred there. Somebody get freaking Lemony Snicket's on the phone so he can make some sense out of this. So many players just went down on that drive. And now we get a look at Danny Dimes, the former Duke Blue Devil. Let's see what he's up to these days. I mean, good touchdown interception ratio, definitely too. And his yardage, okay as well. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised by this Giants team. I got to be honest with you. They're contenders, it looks like, in this game. And, you know, it all depends on what Jones does today. I think, will he carve us up, or will Saquon Barkley be the one that carves us up? I know. And they also have that other running back too, Ricky Bayless. See, it's all coming back to me now. The last time we played him, Saquon got injured. He was killing it. Ricky Bayless, the rookie out of Texas Tech, the Giants' second rounder, came in, and he was killing it. So they got 2 great running backs here. So, you know, don't like that. That doesn't bode well for us. So Jones will come out shotgun here. See what he's going to give it back to Barkley. No play fake. Got to remember, Jones can run. He also fumbles it a lot too. Didn't fumble it that time, as he's able to pick up 10. And if he does that too many more times, probably going to switch our option defense to conservative. We're a man up here on 1st and 10. Giants have a fullback in the set, so would not be surprised if it was in fact a Barkley run, which it is. He's trying to find the blocks. Wasn't really able to do it. CJ Ham, the fullback, was trying to hold a nice block. I mean, a good pickup, I guess, did result, but it looked like it could have been a lot worse than what it was. And on 2nd down here, we really need Jonathan Allen to step up. He is our big run stuffer, and he loves to get in the backfield, as he was right there. Couldn't quite get to Jones. Waller makes the reception for 3, and the Giants move the chains again. How about some pressure here? Let's see if Justin Hayward or somebody can shoot one of these gaps. Get in the backfield. Hayward did it, but Chase Young and Jonathan Allen sure did, as they are able to meet Barkley in the backfield for a loss of 2. Got some pass shading inside here. This is an obvious one because Jones came out empty, and that was a attempt to Daniel Bellinger, but it was broken up there by Khalil Mack. So a huge 3rd down here. Getting the Giants off the field early in this one would just be everything. So I really want to do that. We're going to guess pass and shade inside again, because that seems to work best in these obvious passing situations. Barkley on the reception. He's met, and I think James Smith-Williams, it was, drove him backwards. And deja vu on the field as Barkley exits the game just like he did last time. So we'll see if rookie out of Texas Tech, Ricky Bayless, comes in and dominates. But regardless of that, oh, it's a fake punt. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Clap it up to Brian Daboll. CJ Ham, the fullback. Last thing I was expecting, man. There's a direct snap to him. I was not paying any sort of attention because I was talking to you guys. Thanks. And no, I'm just kidding. Thought we had a chance to get Ham anyways, but Oh, man, what a ballsy call. Dayball with the colossal cojones to decide to go for that one, but it definitely paid dividends. And I mean, what more can you say to that other than good job? There's a nice pass to Waller. Waller with space to roam, and Benjamin St. Juste tackles him. But Giants all the way down to the 13 after the fake punt conversion. Obvious passing situation again here, and nobody is over here on the receiver, Wan'Dale Robinson, so I do not like that. Where's Jones going to go? Middle of the field. Waller's wide open. Takes it all the way to the 1-yard line. And it's looking like the Giants are about to even the scoreboard here and Barkley's back into, so Barkley must be okay. We'll see if they decide to go to Saquon, which they will. And he is met there by Justin Hayward for actually a loss of one. Come on, Sentinels need a good goal line stand here to force the Giants into a field goal. That would be absolutely huge. And a couple of runs up the guts of Barkley is not doing the Giants any favors, but now it's going to obviously be a passing situation. They're going to come out gun, actually, and, you know, I feel like teams get in this situation and just so oftentimes score. We're going to guess pass. We're going to shade outside, and just hopefully Jones doesn't find the receiver. He does. Darren Waller with a diving catch. Every time a team gets to the goal line, and I stop them on 1st and 2nd down, they always score on 3rd down on a pass play. It's like it's pre-written into the code, and the Giants actually got blocked kick animation here, so or iced kick, I should say. Not going to matter, as the rookie undrafted free agent Max Nicholson out of Vandy ties it up, and the Giants even the scoreboard. All right, guys, I know I'm pulling this out here in the 1st quarter, but I just feel like we need to maintain a plus on this scoreboard because I know what the Giants did last time we played them. So we're going X bunch nasty here, and there's Curtis wide open with room to roam. That's why I love that play. I literally talk about it every single episode, so you guys know exactly what time it is when I call that. And for those who watch this channel a lot, you know that I won't call it again. Now we find ourselves way behind the sticks here, so not in a situation that you would like to be in. We're going to have Dudley. Actually, we're going to have Dudley streak, I think. I like that. And might have some curls here on the left side. Although I see a receiver wide open. And that was a terrible pass from Ford. And Xavier McKinney picks it off. I tried to lead him down. I tried to lead Curtis Samuel down on that one. He was coming on an inside route. And I don't know what Ford was doing or thinking. Or maybe it was even on Samuel. I'm not 100% sure. But at any rate, it results in a pick. And we give the ball back to the Giants. Yeah, not happy about that pick. I mean, you're never happy about any pick. But I had a lot of momentum. I was feeling good about our game plan. And as I tend to do in these episodes, we give it back to the Giants. Now, they do have quite a ways to go. So at least it's not like on a short field or anything like that. But still, man, we got to win this game. It's a must-win game. If we hope to stay in the playoff push, this is a must-win game. You know what? I'm sending the freaking house. If it's a play-action pass or something like that, so be it. It is, and Daniel Bellinger is wide open there on the outside, and now Saquon exits the game again. But not before the Giants were able to, and he just magically teleported over to the bench. So, okay, I see you, Abra. 1st and 10 here. Ball's on the 34-yard line. Giants moving well on this drive. Bayless has the edge. We're able to stop him, but he does push forward for a gain of 9. You know, one of these days, I would really love some pressure to get home, but I just feel like that never happens. And there is a wide open Paris Campbell. First time we called his name. Jones starting out 10 for 11, so having a very positive drive here. And he has his Giants at minimum in field goal range. We're going to show blitz on this one. Probably going to be a give to Barkley's back in now. Okay. So Barkley and Bayless yo-yoing in and out of this game, as Barkley must not be shaking up too much. He ran pretty well on that one, I would say. And he is back in the game. So let's man our boys up here. Man defense. See what Jones decides to do out of the single back formation and where he's going to go. It's going to be Waller again, who was a touchdown machine last time we met. And the Giants now got it on the 4. Second attempt here for a goal line stand. Let's see if the Sentinels have it in the tank. It's going to be a fullback dive to CJ Ham, and that one is shut down by Cody Barton and the Gents for a loss of 1. And I think we're gonna blitz. We're gonna blitz up here. May not be the best call. I'll probably end up dropping Chase Young here back in coverage, but it's gonna be a run to Barkley, and we were there to meet him again. And deja vu again, as we are now in the exact same situation that we were on the last drive. Same thing, guys. Same thing. We are sending pressure, sending the house at Jones, so to speak, and that time it actually worked. Good coverage, and hey, it's Diamador Lenore. We were just talking about how he hasn't had an impact too much in this season and how he's up for a contract, and he must have been listening. He was there on coverage. Now, how about a block kick animation for St. Juice? Not going to get it, but holding them to 3 is a huge W. Bend but don't break. I will take it. Now, no more picks from me, please. Brian Robinson, dislocated hip, TBD, to be determined. So, I don't know. Hopefully, Brian can come back, but it's not looking too promising. But what is looking promising is Logan Thomas, who just continues to step up big in the absence of his little brother, Bart Burns. And I'll tell you what, we're going to need that here today. We are definitely gonna need that here today. Him or McLaurin, and McLaurin's actually getting pressed, so gonna watch and see what that safety does. If he cheats up, I might let this one rip. I'm not gonna, because he didn't cheat up. Gonna check it down to our big target, George Williams, and Adoree Jackson, who also had a great game against us last time we played him. Now he goes out, so I don't know, man. These injuries today, something seems a little sus with them, because we're seeing them left and right. 2nd and 5 here. We are just past midfield. So who's going to go ahead and get open? I think it's Jahan. Wide open. Nobody guarding him on the outside. That drag route got open beautifully. And now we're on the 35 marching on this drive. Let's go back to our game plan focus here. Outside zone to Dudley Saxton. Needs some blockers to hold, and they do again. Now Dudley does have some better juke moves than Brian Robinson. And Dudley making his presence known early. 2 rushes, 28 yards, and a TD to start. And I definitely like that. I'm going to go PA cross because the coach says to. And sometimes we do get big George Williams on an end zone shot here. So let's see if that is how this one plays out. It might be. Let it too far for the big man. And unfortunately, it was slightly out of his grasp. Now we are in field goal range here from the 19, so just don't do anything stupid. Yes, I'm talking to myself, and hopefully somebody can get open, which it's Curtis Samuel. He has the speed as well to get to the outside, and this drive so far is working wonderfully. Wish that the coach was suggesting a draw. This does seem like a good situation to implement the draw play, but we'll go single back with Dudley Saxton here. 5 yards to go. Can he power into the end zone? Walk in the park, untouched. He was just strolling on the beach there as nobody was guarding him on the inside. And how about Dudley with his 2nd touchdown? The rook, undrafted free agent out of Florida. Great storyline for the kid. We just saw him sitting there in free agency, and the first thing that stood out to me was that 93 speed. He's proven to be a pretty good pickup so far. And especially in this game, he's got both of our scores. Jones going to come out pistol here. 1st and 10 from the 25. Going to be a play fake to Barkley. He has Darren Waller there open in the flat, but only for a pickup of 3. So Waller has been Jones's favorite target by far, as I think it said 8 receptions already, which is just crazy. We're only in the 2nd quarter here, so he's definitely having himself a good ball game. We'll see where Jones decides to go on this one. It's the other tight end, Daniel Bellinger. It's tight end city, as Jones also having a great game as well. 13 of 15 for 109 and a score. How about a little nickel blitz action here? Ball smack dab on the 50. Got eyes on Barkley. Definitely thought it might be a delayed give, and there's Justin Hayward. Got to check and see where he's at for the Rookie of the Year voting, Defensive Rookie of the Year. I know earlier in the season he was the front runner, and that sack will definitely add to his performance. Madden definitely favors the sacks. I feel like they give bonus points to when players have sacks as opposed to picks, and Justin Hayward has had no shortage of them. So we're going to guess pass. We're going to shade outside on this one, and we got the Giants behind the sticks, so the boys need a good drive here to keep this momentum going. Jones going to step up. We have people there to meet him. Need one of those patented Danny Dime fumbles to occur. We know he's always good for a couple of those puppies. What's Jones going to do on this one here? He's rolling out. He has his receiver, but it's great defense. And who else? None other than Justin Hayward. Giants should be forced to punt, but we got to, this time, we got to watch out for this fake punt. I'm not taking any freaking chances here. Dayball got us earlier. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It was a good punt, though, from the Scottish Hammer, and the ball's on the 9-yard line. I think I'm actually going to, I haven't done this in a while. I used to be freaking famous for this, but I think I'm going to audible. I came out draw, and I see Williams and others getting pressed, and Williams is actually going to be the guy. There we go. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. You love to see the play rec, 99 play rec for CJ Smallz. You love to see it. Now, we got all 3 timeouts. Not in a huge rush yet, but got to at least think about being in a rush. We're going to go underneath to Samuel again. Samuel able to get very close. We're going to hurry to the line here. What are we? I need to get out of this. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm killing clock here. I'm trying to go inside zone to Dudley Saxton. I want to get the first down and then call a timeout, and that is exactly what we're going to do. 33 ticks until halftime. We're coming out shotgun, but it is going to be a play fake, so I need some protection. Who's that? Is that Samuel again? Yes, and get out of bounds, Curtis. Thank you. Getting this all the way to the 22-yard line. And I did not mean, why did I go no huddle? Bruh. I don't know why I went no huddle, man. I need to pick a good play now. I can't believe I did that. I'm wasting clock here. I'm all discombobulated. Might have to burn a timeout on this one. Maybe we'll just go screen pass to Dudley Saxton. This is not really what I wanted to happen, but we'll see if it proves to be a good decision. We actually have some blockers, so okay, not terrible. Somehow I accidentally freaking hit no huddle, which is not what I wanted to do, and that's why I knew I wasn't doing that specifically. McLaurin, can you get open on this quick step sling? You will not. So we're going to try Jahan on the outside, who has the speed, but he couldn't get out of bounds there. Wow. Okay, so my stupidity and apparently my fingers and my thumb by accidentally pressing that chew clock really put us in a sticky situation, because now with 9 seconds to go, we're only really going to have time for an end zone shot. And if the end zone shot's not there, we can't take a sack here either. We cannot take a sack. So if the end zone shot is not there, we're going to have to probably just throw this thing away and look to kick the field goal, which is probably what I'm going to do, man. It's what I'm going to do. Actually, we still got 10 seconds, so maybe one more end zone shot. All right, come on, boys. Cannot take the sack, remember. So we're going to, oh, God, that could be terrible. Really, actually, really glad that Logan Thomas dropped that, because I don't think that he would have crossed the plains. And unfortunately, we're going to have to take the field goal. I mean, could be a lot worse, but that drive really got messed up when I somehow randomly put it in shoe clock. I don't even know how I did that, but it forced me to call a timeout. I was all discombobulated. You never want to be discombobulated. We're going to go into the locker room with a 7-point lead, which isn't terrible, but I was looking to make it more. Okay, so 17-10 is your score going into the locker room. We're playing pretty good. I mean, aside from that one pick, which I definitely am still pretty upset about. I mean, our defense is playing pretty good so far. Offense playing pretty good. Dudley Saxton. I think I'm going to keep actually running it outside as our focus, because that has worked out really well in this one. Opening drive of the quarter here. Jones coming out, single back. I'm watching Darren Waller all day, and I'm watching Saquon Barkley, and it is Darren Waller. I over-pursued on the route. Should have sat down just like Waller did, but I was user controlling Jamin Davis, and I just kept going, unfortunately, so that did not work out really according to plan. I think we're going to go probably man coverage here, as Jones going to stay in the single back. Need Allen or someone to get home, really, or some good defense. My God. Chase Young was running out there in coverage, which you don't really want to see too often. All right, guys, we're sending the house again. Got to watch Waller here on the, it's a play fake. It's a play fake. What did I say, man? What did I say? Waller dropped it. Oh my God. The late hit there by Cam Curl was just enough to jar that ball free. My safety up there, it was actually Cam Curl who had the coverage way over there on the right side of the field. That's the reason why Waller got so open. But Curl was there the very last minute, and he jarred that ball free. Scottish Hammer coming in to punt. And how about an opening drive, 3 and out coming out of the locker room? That is what you like to see from your defense. Hopefully offense can reward them by punching this in. JJ Ford's playing pretty good so far, as mentioned. But I really like, let's see, concept. Can't you do, yeah, game plan. Game plan, run outside. I think that we're going to continue to try to get Dudley Saxton involved on the outside, although I think we're going to actually run it the other way because I don't like how Dexter Lawrence is right there. Hopefully with these 3 extra blockers here on the outside, that will do something, and some decent holes. Some decent holes. I will certainly take it. We are in a pretty much need to convert type of situation here. We're going to come out shotgun mesh concept and hope and pray that someone can get open. It's Logan Thomas, but it's a breakup. Logan Thomas had a shot on it. The coverage was just good enough, and both teams now go 3 and out on their opening drives as Tress Way going to come in and boot this to Wan'Dale Robinson, who fair catches it. Giants will start this drive from their own 21. We're going to go pressure again. Hopefully somebody can finally get home, and thought for a second they did. Waller has a free shot. That's not good. That's not good. Wow. Emmanuel Forbes caught up to him, and Dante Fowler goes down holding his rib chest area there. So the injuries continue to be a storyline in this one, unfortunately, as players are exiting left and right, it would appear. We'll see what Jones does. Single back here with Barkley to his right. He is going to throw it to absolutely no one. Toasty. 3rd and 3. I think that we are going to man up here. They got a fullback in the set. It's going to be a play fake. I'm not falling for it. We stopped Waller, but this could be a day ball, go for it type of situation. And he is going to send out rookie Max Nicholson. Now, I've already been fooled on this once. They do have the iced kick animation as well. And St. Juice not going to get a block animation, but the rookie out of Vandy is going to boot it through. Giants draw a little bit closer, putting the pressure on our offense just a little bit more. Starting this drive from the 25, going to be a boot rollout. Terry is open if we can hit him, and we do. Need JJ to get that dots X factor activated. That would be absolutely huge. We haven't really been looking McLaurin's way, I feel like, too much in this one, and hopefully that will change a little bit today. The St. Louis Savior may need to step it up here and be a big old focal point for ours, and may have him again as we're going to go back to the play action boot. Almost got sacked there. Did get sacked there by Kayvon Thibodeau. Going to go to our good old buddy TE attack here. Really hope that this one works. Logan Thomas, he caught it with room to roam. Nice. Logan freaking Thomas, captain on this team. You see the C on his chest there. He knows what to do, guys. He knows what to do. He's a veteran, been on this team, since they were the Commanders, and he just knows how to get the job done. So very nice, Logan. Thank you so much for that. We're going to motion out Cole Turner. Need some space here on the right side for Dudley. We do got the blocks. Need a good juke. Dudley fighting forward, though, picking up an impressive gain of 10. Terry straight up the middle may not be a bad idea. Possibly might have Samuel or somebody on one of these drags, or maybe Logan Thomas again, and that was almost JJ Ford's second pick of the afternoon as Taylor Rapp almost got his hands on it. Coach suggestions, gun verticals. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Hoping that we can maybe have McLaurin here in the middle, possibly George Williams on the outside, depending, or maybe we just give Curtis Samuel a chance there, and that didn't work out. I led him way too far to the right. So both teams get stopped, 3 and out on their first drive. Both teams also kicking a field goal on their second drive. So far a defensive second half, which I'm never opposed to that. But we really need to try to pull away a little bit here. Pretty much, guys, in this one, I have main eyes on Saquon Barkley. And I have main eyes on Darren Waller. Because those seem to be... See, there's Darren Waller. I'm man coveraging him with Justin Hayward. Waller on a block and release, but I do got Hayward, and I just couldn't get him on the tackle. Open field tackle, that one's on me. Open field tackle, and he's got 13 receptions. I think he just punched somebody, too. Jones is changing the play, so not really a huge fan of that. We'll see if he goes to Barkley. He will not. He is going to get sacked and a fumble. Somebody from the Sentinels pick it up, and I think that we did. I think Khalil Mack picked it up, guys. That's the Danny Dimes that we know. That is the Danny Dimes that we know. Who jarred that ball out? Chase Young. It was either Young or Khalil Mack. One of those two ripped the ball out, and I think Mack got the forced fumble, and I think Matt got the fumble recovery as well. So, okay. Thank you very much, defense. Really needed something like that. That was huge. So let's see if we can make something happen out of this, please. We got our tight end again. There's Thomas, Logan Thomas, and Darren Waller. Battle of the tight ends here, it would appear. I'm going to run away from the blocks on this one and just need Azeez Ojulari. If Azeez Ojulari gets blocked, we could have something here to the outside with Saxton, and that's exactly what happens. And Saxton, that is third touchdown? Yes, it is. It is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And I am telling you, man, there may be something to this run outside game plan focus. I don't typically do it. And Dudley's swimming, which you love to see. No lead is safe with us, man. No lead is safe. Right now we're playing great and I love it. Don't get me wrong. No knock on the boys, but we got to put it together for 60 full minutes. And right now we haven't been playing football for 60 full minutes. We've been playing for about 43 and some change. So there's still work to be done here. Absolutely. I think we can do it. Yes. But you know, the old adage, actions speak louder than words. So Jones going to come out in the single back. It's going to be a Barkley give. Yes, it is. Need a good open field tackle from Cam Curl. Thank you. Barkley hasn't done much and don't want to get him started now. At this point, I mean, Waller is their offense at this point. He is actually not in this set, which I am extremely happy about, but Daniel Bellinger is. Chase Young just pretty much power bombs him. That's the end of the quarter. So we lead the Giants by 14. We got, I said 60 minutes earlier. Really, I played 10-minute quarters, so it's 40 minutes. But you guys know, I was speaking in true football terms. Bottom line, and now time for the coach to tell me to go prevent. Yay. I love that. But bottom line, we just have to hold on here for 10 minutes. A couple more scores from us and not letting Darren Waller get involved. Nice defense by JT, who is the reigning defensive rookie of the year. See, now I got to take the controls here because I'm not just going to sit here and go prevent, man. That makes no sense at all. And that's what the coach wants me to do. So we're going to man up here as Daniel Jones keeps flipping the play at the line, driving the line backwards, and diving catch there by Paris Campbell, who we haven't called his name too much in this one, only a second catch, but he does get this ball all the way to the 9. Play some good old 3-4 zone defense here. If guys can hold their zones, we may have something. Barkley gonna make it not even matter. So the Giants do draw within a score, which I kind of figured that they would, because that's what teams do to us. Are they challenging? Well, it's under review. Are they saying that Barkley... What are we challenging here, guys? He clearly is, I mean, way past the plane. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but, I mean, come on, refs. You got to do better than that. Second, what? They took that away? They took that away. What? I mean, that is just, look, I'm fine with it. Let's see. Let's see where the knee's down. I mean, where's the football? Where's that pesky pigskin? His knee never even touched. Oh my God, dude. That's some stuff that would happen to me. All right, we're 1 for 2 on goal line stands here. Let's see if we can make it good old 2 for 3. We'll see if Jones goes to Barkley. He's going to call the same brain dead play, but Barkley actually did a phenomenal job pushing the pile today. See what Jones does here. Probably not going to be a run to Saquon. It's going to be Isaiah Hodgins. So only delayed the inevitable by reversing that score, but still, I mean, that was clearly a Saquon Barkley touchdown. All right, guys, key drive here. Got to try to put some points on the board. They haven't been able to stop Saxton really all day on the outside, and that's where we're going to look to go again. And blocking's holding very well. Oh, one juke. We could have just beat one juke on that one. I think that Saxton would have been off to the races. We're going to go inside run here. Just need a yard. Just need to really chew some clock up here. I don't want to run it towards Dexter Lawrence either. That is a big no-no. You don't want to do that. Dudley just needs a yard, and I'm trying to get it. I can't get off my freaking blocks. 3rd and 1. Just need a yard. Can we get it with Saxton? He pushed the pile forward. Oh, man, that was way too close for comfort. Way too close for comfort. Because we almost didn't get that, but we did. And we're in the driver's seat here, but I got to choose some time off of this clock. I think it might be Dudley runs until it can't be. All right, Dudley, need you to get the outside here, buddy. I know you can do it. And the safety came up there to thwart that plan, but still a pickup of 4. Nothing crazy. Don't need to play hero ball here. We're going to go screen pass to Dudley. Dexter Lawrence is shooting out of the backfield like a cannon. But luckily, Ford was able to get it off, and Dudley picks up a 1st down. All right, we're in field goal range, guys. Let's see if Dudley, oh, God, that time, well, I mean, he made something out of nothing. At least I thought we were going to get drilled for a huge loss there, but we did not. And in this situation here, you know, rather than doing something dumb and throwing a pick, which, oh, God, I mean, the devil is just telling me to audible because George Williams, I could have it, but I've done this before. All we got to do is put up a field goal. It's going to make the Giants' life really tough, or just pick this up with Saxton. That would be lovely. And Saxton does do it and goes over 100 yards. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Sentinels in the mother freaking driver's seat. But why not just continue to do outside runs with Saxton? This is Dudley Saxton's best game, by the way, as a Sentinel, or really ever, because we were the first team to pick him up. So maybe, oh God, that's going to continue. No one's guarding him. Dudley, go. 4th touchdown. Could have slid and ended it, but give the young man his flowers, man. Dudley Saxton with 4 touchdowns. Is he our new running back of the future? Comment down below what you think. If you're still watching this video right now, please do me a favor. I want to see what my retention is like on these videos. Comment Dudley in the comments. Just Dudley. You know, a couple exclamation points maybe, something like that. A couple fire emojis. But if you're still watching right now and you love this channel, you're a subscriber here, you follow it, comment Dudley. I want to see who all's watching. 1:12 to go here. Giants, teams always do this to me. I will never understand why they do. How about a sack on Jones? We're just going to force him now to make his stats look a little bit worse. Obvious go for it territory here for the Giants. And, you know, I still feel pretty confident about this one. But at the end of the day, not really going to feel confident until that final whistle sounds. So Jones, we're making him roll out again. He does not want to scramble, obviously, and just going to throw it away again. And the guest pass shade outside method has worked pretty well. I need to watch Waller. Motions Barkley into the line as a receiver. Waller is actually not even running a route. Defense, it's there. And a game-sealing pick from how fitting. How fitting. You can't write the script any better. Diamador Lenore.
Diamador Lenore, probably no. because he hasn't really had too much impact.
Who I was just talking about pre-game, that his contract is up. He hasn't really made too much of an impact. Look who gets the game-sealing interception. That is what I have been waiting to see from the boys for so long. And we do it in a game that we had to win. We'll check the playoff positioning at the end of this one here. We'll see if we'll advance the week. See if Green Bay lost in some of those teams in front of us. And look, J.J. Ford with no touchdowns. You know why? You know why? Because this young buck here had 4 of them jaunts. Dudley Saxton, breakout game, 125 yards, nearly 6 yards average on the ground, 4 touchdowns. Darren Waller, by the way, 15 catches for 142. Just absurd. But Logan Thomas continues to be a focal point of this offense in the absence of Bart Burns. So Curtis Samuel had a good game. McLaurin only with 2 catches. That is very odd. And we did have that one pick to Xavier McKinney, but Diamador Lenore and then Jamin Davis at the very end of the game had that pick. We did have a sack too from Hayward and Khalil Mack. Chase Young split one. And I want to check that forced fumble as well. They gave credit to Chase Young. Khalil Mack recovered it. So Khalil Mack doesn't get the good old 2-for-1 special, but still 20 points allowed to the Giants in a game that we honestly had to win. It doesn't get any better with that. Now, we still need some help. Not saying that we're in the playoffs necessarily quite yet. We'll check and see what the other teams did. But we just made our life much, much easier. And we're going to stay above 500. Jonathan Allen gets a nice upgrade. Got to do run stopper, man. That's what he is. It made him sad for some reason, but it made me happy. One new injury. This will probably be B-Rob and out 5 weeks. So the rest of the season, Dudley Saxton will be at the helm and Logan Thomas will be at the helm. So next, man up mentality. Let's advance the week here to week 17 and see if we have snuck ourselves into the playoff picture. I would just jump for joy because oh, look at that. Next episode, guys. Breakout running back. You know who it is. The young bull himself, Dudley Saxton. Now show me the Sentinels in the 7th seed. Please, it is the Atlanta Falcons. So again, like I said, we still need some help. We do not control our own destiny. We just have to keep winning. So that was a huge one, guys. Extremely fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed that episode. Make sure you tune in next week for a breakout running back challenge. So that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.